So hi there guys, my name is Izelle Hoffman and welcome to my kitchen for another mindful eating cook along. Now you might be asking, what does mindful eating mean? Now over the years I've realized I'm very aware of the kind of ingredients I'm making use of when it comes to developing recipes, and for that reason it is in fact also the name of my latest cookbook. Let's talk about today's recipe. Now we're going to be making our heavenly hake fillets. It's straightforward, it's so easy, it's even going to impress your mother-in-law. It's quite an easy recipe, but it's low in calories, it's back to basics, it's all alkalizing ingredients. So if you've been overindulging a little bit and you do feel you need to go over to the lighter side of life, then this recipe is for you. Let's run through our ingredients. Now you can make use of a box of frozen hake fillets. Just defrost them a little bit, preheat your oven on 200 degrees Celsius, and the only difference between your frozen hake fillets and the fresh ones is your cooking time, of course. Now if they are frozen, you just place them in the oven for roughly about 10 minutes. Remove them from the oven without any of your ingredients, and the rest of the recipe is exactly the same. Now over to our hake fillets. Now I have pre-prepared this pan with a non-stick spray. Be on the lookout for the olive oil based one. Olive oil is in fact anti-inflammatory, and for that reason it is always my non-stick spray of choice. This is one medium to large red onion that I've already chopped up. Reason being, onion is antiviral, antifungal. For those of you that don't know, it's also a natural antibiotic. We are going to be drizzling this hake fillets with a bit of olive oil, anti-inflammatory of course. Then going to make use of a little bit of dried parsley, and then garnish with the beautiful fresh one that I've got from our vegetable and herb garden, of course. Our harissa spice. It is a combination of your chili flakes, and there's some paprika, and there's a little bit of garlic flakes in as well. Phenomenal combination for anti-inflammatory purposes. But this is our beautiful chili flakes. Now be on the lookout, you actually get in fact a smoky one as well as your normal one. So if you like that sort of rich, dense, beautiful smoky flavor, this one is the one you would like to use. Now if you want to enhance your flavor in your food, always make use of a good quality salt. And then last but not least, normal paprika. Paprika is in fact red, which happens to be my favorite color, because while I love to cook with love, I always believe if you cook with love and intent, the food is just going to taste that much better. Now we're going to prepare the oven, of course preheated on 200 degrees Celsius. But what makes this recipe so versatile, it is phenomenal on the braai. It is even perfect if you're making use of a portable grill appliance. For today, I'm in fact going to show you how easy it is to make it in one of these hand appliances, quick and easy, and it does in fact come with a nifty little pan. Now I have pre-prepared it, like I say, with our olive oil spray. Now the first thing you're going to do is actually just transfer your hake fillets into this little baking tray. To make sure the fillets don't really touch each other. Okay, now over to our herbs and our spice. But we're going to be starting with a little bit of a drizzle of olive oil. So a thin layer of the olive oil over the hake fillets. And then we're going to move over to our sweet paprika for today. Just give that a beautiful sprinkle. So when it comes to paprika, you can never sprinkle too much of this spice. Then over to our harissa spice, of course. Now this one's got a little bit of a bite, so you are going to be giving that a bit of a sprinkle. You know, when it comes to your cayenne peppers and your chili flakes, it's so good for the immune system, and it also gives that metabolism a bit of a kick. Now over to our dried parsley. I'm so in love with this beautiful green color, so I always tend to add that little bit extra. Then over to our salt. We're going to give it a beautiful little sprinkle. Then over to our beautiful red onion. Now, I'm quite a fan of the onion, of course. It is going to be baking beautiful and crispy, especially when we're adding that extra bit of olive oil over. And then last but not least, a little bit of your fresh parsley. Now we are going to be garnishing with more of this once it comes out of your oven, like I said, your braai or your appliance, of course. Now all that needs to be done is this is going to be placed in this grill appliance. For cooking purposes today, I've decided we're going to make use of the functional oven setting on this grill, which means both sides of the appliance will be the same temperature. If you are going to be placing this in your oven, make sure it's preheated on 200 degrees Celsius. So we're going to cook or bake it for at least 10 minutes. Remove it from the oven, drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil, and then place it back for that last 10 minutes. If you are making this on the braai, cooking temperature as well as your time, of course, might vary depending on what kind of fire or braai appliance you are using. And there you have it, guys. Time for a coffee or your favorite beverage, because you at least have 10 minutes either to clean the kitchen or put your feet up a little bit. Now that was the bell, which means our heavenly hake fillets must be, of course, grilled to perfection. Let's have a look. Well, I can promise you what is in here is currently going to taste so divine. Now, should you be serving this for a lunch option, I would suggest maybe a side salad, vegetable of your choice, even beautiful flavored basmati rice might just do the trick. If you're sort of trying to serve this as a dinner option, I would suggest go for something like a quinoa. Now let's dish this beautiful serving up so we can get eating. Just like that. And now over to these beautiful hake fillets. And guys, there you have it, our heavenly hake fillets. Straightforward, so easy, so versatile, because you can cook it on any appliance of your choice, and of course ideal as a lunch or a dinner option. Mindfully put together with all the best quality ingredients. From my side, my name is Izelle Hoffman. Till another mindful eating cook along. Cheers.